Welcome to Two Guys in a Ride. Today we're going to review the 2021 Lincoln Aviator, and this is in the reserve trim. I'll tell you about the horsepower, cargo, dimensions, and safety.
And I'll show you the interior, the controls, and all the technology.
Before we get started, please click that subscribe button down below.
And click that bell icon so you never miss a video.
So, what do you say, Nate?
Let's go for a ride.
Today we're working with our friends at Maury's West End Lincoln. The 2021 Lincoln Aviator is luxury exemplified both inside and out. The Lincoln Aviator Reserve models offer a heightened sense of performance and luxury. The Aviator Reserve combines a gas engine with electric technology to deliver Lincoln's smoothest, most advanced performance yet. This beautiful Aviator is presented here in pristine white, and it has an ebony leather interior, and this particular one has an MSRP of $84,650. The Aviator Reserve utilizes a battery-powered electric motor, and it pairs it with a twin turbocharged 3-liter double overhead cam V6 engine to produce a total 494 net system horsepower and a whopping 630 pound-feet of torque. Now, it is driven by a 10-speed select shift automatic modular hybrid transmission with paddle shift activation and 5 selectable drive modes, and it does have all-wheel drive. Now, out front you see this beautiful black mesh upper grille with that beautiful polished chrome surround, and then you have the Lincoln Star emblem in the middle with just a hint of blue in the background, which signifies this is a hybrid vehicle. And if you'll notice in that black mesh grille, all the little chrome pieces are actually floating chrome Lincoln logos set into that grille. Really kind of cool. I like that. Now, there are active grille shutters as well. It does have a 360 view camera, and on the front it has a washer as well for that camera. And these are full LED headlights with auto high beams, and they are windshield wiper activated, so when you've got your wipers on in the daytime because it's raining, it will turn your headlights on. Now, there are LED daytime running lamps with signature lighting and LED turn signals right here in the bumper just below the headlights. Now, it also does have the body colored front bumper, and down below is a gloss black trim, and you see those beautiful LED headlights. Up top, it is rain sensing variable intermittent wipers, and this does have solar glass. Okay, along the side here you can see this particular Reserve does have the blackout package, and these beautiful black rims are 21-inch, and they're wrapped in 275, 45, 21 all-season tires. This does have the active air glide suspension system with independent front struts and anti-roll bar up front, and independent multi-link rear suspension with anti-roll bar out back. It has 4-wheel ABS with 4-wheel disc brakes with twin 48mm iron calipers and 13.6-inch vented front rotors, and single 45mm iron calipers with 13.8-inch vented rear rotors. You see up front it does have the charge port in the left front fender, and with a versatile charge cord capable of both level 1 and level 2 faster charging that's provided with the vehicle. And Lincoln says owners will get a full charge within 3 to 4 hours using the 240 volts at a public charging station, home installed charging station, or with a level 2 charge cord. Now, this does have a 13.6 kilowatt hour battery pack, which contains 96 lightweight pouch style cells using lithium ion cell chemistry, and it's about the size of a conventional gas tank, and it's situated below the passenger compartment on the right side of the vehicle. I really do like this Aviator badging, again with a little bit of the blue background to signify it's a hybrid, and how it continues from the left front fender into the front doors. I do also like the body-colored wheel lip and rocker panel moldings, and you can see the black spear down below where with the blackout package, where in other trims it would be a chrome spear on the bottom rocker panel. Now these are power adjustable auto fold side mirrors with LED turn signal indicators, and they have memory feature, and the driver's side is auto dimming, and they have the blackout black mirror caps. There are colored key door handles, and they have illuminated pockets, and because they are all electronic, all the black inside the handle is just electronic, and all you got to do is just touch right on it and the door will open. Now, one neat feature I'll show you is right here in the side badging at the front door. If you take your physical key out of the fob, if your key fob battery dies, you can insert the physical key into this little slot and unlock the front doors. Of course, you also do have the keypad here on the B pillar that will allow you to gain access to the car as well. But if the battery is dead, that won't work, and you've only got that little spot there. Okay, you also see there is the blackout trim for the belt line and the side window trim, and this is acoustic laminated first and second row glass, and you can see the deep tinted rear side window privacy glass as well. Up top there are aluminum roof rails, and it does have a panoramic vista roof, and on the back left corner panel back here there is a capless fuel filler. Let's take a look around the back. Okay, out back you can see the blackout trim does carry over. You've got the high mount third brake light with the spoiler and an integrated hidden windshield wiper for this rear window. And it is a heated fixed rear window, and this is a power lift gate. Now I really do like how Lincoln has spelled out the Lincoln name in chrome lettering across the rear tailgate. And these are LED taillights, and you can see the signature LED light bar with the blackout trim again that spans the tailgate from side to side. Under that, there's a 360 view camera with washer. This is the body colored rear bumper, and I love, again, where it would be chrome on other trim levels with the blackout package, this has that black trim that starts around the back side of the bumpers and goes from end to end, wrapping the rear bumper. Now below that is a Class 4 trailer hitch and wiring with 4 7-pin connector with cross traffic alert, and it also has trailer coverage, trailer sway control, and smart trailer tow connector. Now, when the Aviator suspension sensors detect that a trailer is connected, the vehicle automatically adjusts the parameters for improved towing experience. That's kind of cool. You don't have to tell it that. Your car's already thinking for you. Also, the transmission's unique shift schedule and the battery cooling systems are optimized for the additional tow requirements. Additionally, and right beside the towing package where it's covered up with a cover, there is a dual stainless steel exhaust system with quad chrome exhaust tips, but you'll notice just inside the pipe there's a downward curved inner pipe that actually focuses the exhaust out the bottom of the rear of the exhaust tips and not out the actual back end of the exhaust tips. Let's take a look inside at the cargo area. Okay, this vehicle does have second row seats that are power folding captain's chairs, and it does have third row seats that are power folding, and they are split 50-50, and you've got the power folding buttons over here for this third row. There is a 12-volt power outlet, and the compact spare tire is mounted inside the Aviator just under the cargo floor under another storage area. Again, moving that battery to the right side of the vehicle and not back here allows you to have this additional cargo volume. And speaking of that, cargo volume behind the front seats is 77.7 cubic feet, behind the second row 41.8 cubic feet, and as you see it here behind the third row, cargo volume is 18.3 cubic feet. Length from the sill to the front row 83.4 inches. Cargo floor length to the second row to the sill, 48.6 inches. And again, as you see it here, third row to the sill, 22.6 inches. Cargo width at the belt line, 47.9 inches. Cargo width at the wheel houses, 41.4 inches. Cargo opening height, 31.3 inches. And a nice low 29.1 inch liftover. What are some of the safety systems on this beautiful, beautiful Aviator? Well, you can get pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, dynamic brake support, lane keeping alert, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control with traffic jam assist. You've got lane centering, speed sign recognition, evasive steer assist, reverse brake assist, active park assist, plus there is so very much more. Some of the packages that you can get on an Aviator, you can of course step up to the Black Label and the Black Label Touring, and there are multiple packages across all the lines. So you can get a convenience package with a heads-up display, your phone as your key, and a wireless charging pad. You can also add the luxury package, which includes active motion massage, power thigh extenders, and 28 speaker Revel Ultima 3D audio system. There's also an Elements Package Plus, which includes active air monitoring, auto-heated ventilated front seats, and outboard rear seats, and heated steering wheel and heated front windshield wipers. There's also an illumination package, which has adaptive pixel LED headlights, and then on the grille you have that beautiful Lincoln star that's lit. Then there's also the Lincoln Co-Pilot Assist, which contains the adaptive cruise control, lane centering, speed sign recognition, active park assist, and reverse brake assist. And there is a dynamic handling package that includes the adaptive suspension with road preview and air glide suspension with dynamic lower entry. Let's talk about the dimensions. Okay, front track 66.9 inches, rear track 66.9 inches, maximum width 89.9 inches. Overall length 199.3 inches, height 69.8 inches, and a wheelbase of 119.1 inches. It does have a ground clearance of 8.6 inches, an approach angle of 21 degrees, a departure angle of 21 degrees, and a breakover angle of 17.1 degrees. Has a curb weight of 5,678 pounds, has a max payload of 1,477 pounds, and it can tow up to 5,600 pounds. And it does also have an 18-gallon fuel tank. What about safety? Well, IIHS has rated it good overall, and National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has given it 5 out of 5 stars. Performance, 0 to 60, 5.4 seconds. Standing quarter mile, 13.7 seconds. Top speed, 145 miles an hour. And braking, 70 to 0, 119 feet. What about the appearance? Well, just look at it. I absolutely love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful from any angle. All right, what about dependability? Well, it does have a basic warranty of 4 years, 50,000 miles, and it has a powertrain warranty of 6 years, 70,000 miles. There's also pickup and delivery service within a 50-mile radius of 4 years, 50,000 miles, and hybrid components are covered 8 years, 100,000 miles. So we talked about all this torque and power, but it's a plug-in hybrid, so what kind of fuel economy are you getting? Well, 54 city, 58 highway, 56 combined MPGe with an all-electric range of 21 miles and a total driving and cruising range of 460 miles. Now let's take a look inside, but before we do, check out my notes in the description below. And please take a moment to give us a like and click on that subscribe button. What do you say, Nate? Take it away.
And stepping on into this beautiful 2021 Lincoln Aviator, we've got soft covered door surfaces here everywhere, except for right down here. You've got plastic, you've got storage right here, you've got a bottle holder here, and then a massive amount of storage right back in there. Now, you also have down here, this is your manual door release in case the battery fails. And then this switch up here is the normal door handle right here. You just push it and then the door will open. Up here you have got auto up and down all 4 windows, and then right here you got your left and right mirror selector, and of course your cursor controls. This is your power folding button up here, and then this is your window lockout button, and of course you have your lock and unlock buttons there. Now, the power seat controls are up here. And you've got a 4-way adjustable headrest. You've got tilt, of course, and then right here, this little middle button here, if I move that, you're going to notice that the seat tilts backwards and actually comes out and away from the rest of the seat. So this is 30-way adjustable. And then, of course, you can slide it back and forth and up and down. But then these two buttons right here actually control the thigh extenders, and you can control them separately. So I can have one go in and leave one out, or I can adjust them both to be the same, which is really nice, especially on longer drives. And so you do have a shortcut to get to the massaging seats button right here. And then you have a 3-person memory setting. You have 2 of your 28 speakers from your Revell Ultima audio system. Now, the seats themselves, of course, are made out of Savannah leather. This is an ebony color, and they are perforated. They are heated and ventilated, and 30-way adjustable. Coming on down here, you have got, of course, your foot feet. You've got a nice wide footrest area on the left, and then right here to open up the hood, it's pulled twice, but then once you get to the hood, you don't have to fish under there to find the latch. And this is a power, tilt, and telescope steering wheel, and that control is right here. I also like it anytime they include extra storage, and Lincoln's done that underneath here. You get a nice little cubby underneath the center console. Before stepping inside, let's talk about the dimensions in the front. Headroom for both seats is 38.7 inches. Shoulder room is 61.5 inches. Hip room is 58.5 inches, and finally, leg room is 43 inches. Now let's step inside and give it a start. All right, so this is the push start. The button is located on top, just to the left of the infotainment screen. I love the Aviator theme and the clouds that come in when you start it up. Okay, so up front here, you have an all-digital screen. It is somewhat configurable, and we'll go through that in a separate video, as well as the infotainment screen. Coming on back to the steering wheel, first of all, over here, besides your lights here, your high beam and low beam, you do have your lane centering device turn on or off right there. And then you got paddle shifters, and then your windshield wiper controls are on the right. As far as the buttons on the steering wheel go, well, you've got your voice command that's built into the steering wheel here, and it is a push. And then you've got media controls, so you've got volume up and down, you've got change tracks left and right. All right, so this is your cruise control button, and when you push it, you'll get a bunch more lights showing up down here. And so you have your resume, your set, your plus and minus for increasing and decreasing your speed while in cruise. You've got your gap setting button here. If you turn the lane centering on, this will also add the steering component to that, where the car will actually steer and keep you inside the lanes, and then a cancel button. The thing you need to realize is that these are not the actual buttons. The actual buttons are underneath here. Moving over to the right, you have control for a lot of your things. You got navigation, phone, media, and then your driver's information screen. But you'll notice as I click down, the buttons change. So only certain things are lit up. So they kind of hide the things that you don't need. And then, of course, you've got a back button. And all that we'll go over when we do the how-to video on the driver's information screen. Moving over to the right, you've got a nice 10.1-inch infotainment screen. This is running Sync 3, so it does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, AM/FM radio, Bluetooth, Sirius XM, HD radio, and Alexa. It also has the Revell Ultima audio system, which has, believe it or not, 28 speakers, and it sounds fantastic. Moving down from the infotainment screen, you do have your air vent controls, but then in the middle you got 3 buttons. The first one here brings up 2 safety systems, auto hold and traction control. And then the second one is your camera, so you can activate that camera at any time, which is really handy. I love when they build that in. And then this is your Park Assist Plus. So when you activate this, then it's looking for a spot to park. This will actually do everything for you. It'll turn the wheel, it'll run the throttle, and it'll run the gear selector for you. So it will fully park itself. Coming down below that, you have the piano style gear selector. So it's just simply a push for each one. And then the rest of this area is just a really nice trim. Hey, coming on down here, I love the open pore wood that they use in here. It's just beautiful. And you'll see that up on the dash in different areas too. You do have a few physical controls for your infotainment screen. You've got a power on off, a rotary volume, you've got a rotary tune button right here. And then the rear also has control over the audio, so you can lock them out right there or unlock it. You can change the source. These are your hazards. And then of course you have a seek back and forth right here. All of the climate control buttons for the front are located up here. And then all the standard buttons that you would expect. This is a rotary fan speed. And then down here you have 3-stage heated seats and 3-stage ventilated seats on both sides. This does have a quad zone auto climate control system. So it's divided between first row, second row, and then third row. So in order to access that, you would press this button that says rear, and then it comes up in the infotainment screen. And you have a sync button here, but if you uncheck it, you can now get up here. So if you want the front climate controls, you push here, and then you get a few additional things that are in the screen, including your sync button. Moving on back from that, we have a nice storage area right here, which does have a nice cover to it. You do have a USB-A and a USB-C input here for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You do have a small storage area right here, and then cup holders. Okay, and of course this does have a sliding cover as well. The other two buttons up here, one is your electronic parking brake. So it is a pull to set it, and then it's a push to get rid of it. The drive modes don't show up down here, nor are they labeled. They show up in the driver's information screen. So if I click, here are the things you can see. And it's kind of really cool, the different icons and animations they have. All right, so the first one I have here is the Pure EV Quiet All-Electric Driving. And Lincoln has taken to actually giving them a description. Now, once the graphic disappears, it will still say the mode right above your gear selector. So you have Pure EV, then you have Preserve EV, save and charge battery for later. And then we have Excite, responsive and engaging. You have Conserve, efficient driving. You have Normal, effortless and balanced. And then you have Slippery, slick, icy or loose surfaces. And then you have Deep conditions like deep snow, mud or sand. Now, if we come back a little bit further to the storage area under the center console, first of all, you have this beautiful large area for your armrest. Okay, so to open the center console is just a push button in the middle, and you've got quite a large storage area in here. There are a couple of things that I'll point out. You have a little extra storage tray here. You do have a 12-volt outlet in here, as well as a wireless charging pad that your phone just slides right into. And then this holds it in place so it doesn't get mixed up with anything else. So quite a bit of space here, quite wide, really. And then it has a light in there as well. Moving on over to the glove compartment, there's just a pull lever down here. It is a dampened opening, and you have fairly big storage in here. It is felt covered, which is very, very nice. All right, it does have an electronically dimming rear view mirror. And then up here, of course, you've got your dome lights. You've got the controls for your panoramic sunroof. This is the shade controller. Then, of course, this will scroll the front part of it backwards and or vent it. Then back a little bit further from there, you do have sunglass storage. Both of the sun visors do telescope, and both of them have lights on the mirror. The driver's side also has the 3 home link buttons. Okay, let's step into the second row and see what's there. Before stepping in, let's talk about dimensions in the second row. Headroom is 38.4 inches, shoulder room is 61.3 inches, hip room is 58.3 inches, and finally, leg room is 39 inches. Now let's step in and take a closer look. Okay, so stepping into the second row, one of the things you'll notice right away is we do have a manual window shade on both sides. You have 2 of your 28 speakers in here. You also have, of course, your window switch, and then your lock and unlock buttons, and then your door opening button. In addition to that, you have some nice storage area in here and a bottle holder. All right, let's step in. Both seats have mat pockets in the back, which is always very handy. And then you have the third and fourth part of your climate system here. So you do have, in the second row, you do have heated and ventilated seats, 3 stages each, which is a really nice plus. And you'll notice that not only is the seat cushion heated, but also the back of the seat, which is really, really nice. You can switch it over to climate here, and of course you can control the second row or the third row, or you can link them together and make changes for everybody. Now, in addition to that, you do have a USB-C and a USB-A charging port here, and you do have a household outlet right here. Now, this has the mini storage area between the 2 captain's chairs. And so you have 2 cup holders here, along with some storage area here and here. They all 3 have a rubberized surface, and the cup holders do too, to help things to keep from sliding around. Now, the seats themselves, of course, you can reach up front here and you can slide them forward or back. You can reach over to the side and pull up the little lever, and you can tilt the seats forward or back. And then in addition to that, you've got an armrest on one side. Of course, you just use the door for the other armrest. Now we're going to step in the third row and see what that's like. Okay, to step into the third row, then there's a button right up in the top by the headrest. If I push that, it'll electronically fold, and then I can just push it forward, and then I can just step in. Okay, so right now the seat has a little more room to come back, but it locked in place right here. And you know, my knees are just about touching the back of the seat. And the seats are rather firm and they're low to the floor, so they would be really good for your youngest passenger and smallest passenger ride back here. They do have an air vent right here, as well as a cup holder, a little bit of storage in the top here on both sides. Talk about a supremely comfortable ride. This hits it right on the head. Very comfortable. I mean, not only do you have the air suspension in here that's just absorbing every little thing in the road, but you've got the 30-way power adjustable seats. So, I mean, it's just very comfortable. Nails that right on the head. In terms of getting in and out, it's very easy. First of all, you got the air suspension that will lower for you to lower the heights. So when you step in, it's a little easier. You got wide opening doors, and so it's just easy to get in and out. In terms of where everything is laid out in here, well, you know, you've got voice command, which runs a lot of the systems on the car. And then you also have everything else, like climate control, physical buttons are just, they fall easily to hand. And then you've got a number of steering wheel controls, but you also have got a beautiful heads-up display. And that is really, really nice. So just laid out really nicely. All right, next up, we're going to let Rob take a drive and give you his impressions.
Okay, my turn to take a ride. Boy, oh boy. I'm going to get on a straight right here a little bit, and we're going to test the acceleration. Oh my goodness. Oh, boy.
In 1/10 of a mile, turn right onto Cheshire.
Oh, that plug-in hybrid gives you that all that extra
right now.
all that extra torque, and we're going to turn off this
In 50
navigation.
feet, turn right.
That electric boost with the plug-in hybrid sure does give you the it'll set you back in your seat. That's just amazing, the acceleration on this vehicle. You know, again, fit and finish, just absolutely beautiful. Everything's screwed together well, put together well, matched, all these seams, everything just fits together beautifully. The interior quietness of this vehicle is amazing. Very well dampened in here, very cushioned, very much so cushioned from the road. It's a cocoon in here, folks. It's very, very quiet. I've even got the sunroof open, the shade open, and most of the times when you have that open, you know, it lets in more sound, but no, not this time. Not bad at all. I actually very much so like it a lot. Well, that's our review of the 2021 Lincoln Aviator in the reserve trim, and we certainly appreciate you spending some time with us. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and please take a moment, click that subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching.